Okay. Please tell our listeners about your work as an author.
I can give you the short version. Is in 1981, I started writing these wonderful volumes of law books about creditors' rights and bankruptcy. And so now they're up to over 4,000 pages. It's law books for lawyers only. If you wanted to buy my law books, it would cost you about $600 to acquire the 2-volume set. It's published by Westlaw, which is the world's largest law book publishing company. And the books really tell lawyers how to practice law in civil business and creditors' rights and bankruptcy. And it's, again, a book for lawyers. The regular consumer wouldn't probably understand what I'm talking about. And as a result of writing these law books, my wife says, writing these law books and $3 will get me a Starbucks. And so that's what's good about writing law books. But every once in a while, I get in front of a judge will say, Mr. Shapiro, I was reading your law book yesterday, and what do you mean by this? Or what do you mean by that? And so it is kind of a nice little fringe benefit that I get a little bit of publicity, and every once in a while, when a judge asks me a particular question, I'll say, well, as the authority on that subject on page 27 of my law books, I said this and that and the other thing. Sometimes that gets me in trouble, though, when other lawyers quote me against me in a courtroom. I had that once where the lawyer said, he's saying this today, and what he wrote in his law books is that. And so that was a little difficult for me to untangle that so that the court could understand what was the right decision to arrive at, which ended up being in my favor, by the way, but that's another story for another day. So writing these law books have been fun. I have to do updates every year. It causes me to be alert and learn what the new rules and the new laws and new strategies are. And so it's really wonderful for me to force me to keep educating myself and still practicing law very busy.
That is incredible. It's absolutely incredible. And I believe when we recently had breakfast, you were telling me that you had a recent update that just came out over the past few months.
Well, exactly what it is I submitted the new proofs for the latest update to our publisher. And what they do is it takes them about 3 months to send out the hardbound law books and to insert all of our updates into the Westlaw search sites for lawyers who don't buy the hardbound books but go on the website to read what we wrote. So there's 2 opportunities for lawyers to learn the law from our law books, and that is they obtain the books either by buying them or by going online to read what we wrote. And so that's an easy search. It's much easier if you're searching for a couple of words about a particular issue that you might have. You can search the website of Westlaw. If you're a member, again, that's very expensive for lawyers to use Westlaw for the search, but it saves a lot of time and money.